This podcast is not rated. Listener discretion advised. Mission 250.
Starting a podcast here, boss?
Starting a podcast here, boss.
Starting a podcast. Hey, you should have saved that for the thing. That's fantastic. That's gold is what that is. Yes, so this is the podcast, Mission 250 Filmcast, where we are watching all the best movies ever made. You can go to our website, mission250filmcast.com. We have our list frozen. All the other episodes are there. The future episodes are coming up, are on there as well. I'm one of your hosts, Denny, and joining me are...
John?
And TC, eating a cookie. No big deal.
And this week, we are watching number 160, which is the 1967 movie, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid 2, Ernest Goes to Prison, directed by Stuart Rosenberg. The synopsis of this movie is, a laid-back Southern man is sentenced to 2 years in a rural prison, but refuses to conform. Whose turn is it first? TC's first, so John.
I think it's my turn to go first.
It is, but so that means John should describe what we do.
Yeah, but you already described what we do. If you've already forgotten what
do we
did.
do here, guys? I don't know.
Said that, TC or Denny, whoever you are.
I just said it briefly. I want a longer explanation.
The only thing you left out is the list is rated by the IMDb users themselves. Exactly a year and a half ago, we froze this in time.
That's not true.
Wait, is it exactly a year and a half ago?
No,
okay.
it's not.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I
was like, damn, you got it down for once. We actually were in a year and a half. I thought that was like 6 months ago.
It's just nostalgic for me to say that right now. That's all.
All right. Fair.
Yeah. Anyway, so we froze it in time, and now every week we watch one, and that's it.
That's it. This is the 90th episode, and TC, you watched this movie.
Well, so I think I remember last time we had a podcast. I was like, oh, yeah, you guys are going to love it. It's a Western. It's great. No, not a Western. Not the same movie I thought I had seen before that I did not see. So this was the first time I've ever seen it. I think if you took Newman out of this movie would suck.
And then you put Newman in it, and then what do you have?
Hey, a movie's
then you got
great.
Newman.
You got
Newman. You got blue eyes. You got smiles. You got, funny quips. Anyways, there was a lot of actors that we all recognize in that movie, right?
A couple.
I mean, really?
Like, not actually recognized though, because they were so young. Like, I didn't know.
True. They still had a jawline.
Yeah,
but that was a hell of a. It was a Newman. It was a Newman movie, is what I would describe this. I thought it was an interesting story based on the fact that, anytime you're dealing with people that are oppressed, I mean, I'm not oppressed. So it's like, oh, man, that must suck being in a chain gang, right? That's got to be horrible.
Wouldn't be fun, for sure.
But the storyline itself, it's not that impressive, right? I mean, it's a very simple situation. Bunch of dudes in a chain gang. They see a woman once every 10 years. They make jokes. They do stupid things, with the boss. I know Denny already made a joke about, asking the boss for something. I'm doing a podcast here, boss. But, I don't know.
Yeah,
I could have done without this movie. I didn't dislike this movie, but it wasn't exactly something that was amazing by any means. I thought it was kind of cool writing. They had some funny jokes in there that were really to the time. And who doesn't like watching Newman smile and smirk?
I'm sick of it, personally.
I mean, it's the same routine. Every single film, right? What was the other one we watched with Butch Cassidy? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Same act, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I thought the only time that it wasn't a typical Newman flick was when he was just beaten up when he got back, returned for the third time or whatever.
Yeah, he did that well. I thought he's got chops, that Newman boy. He
does. He can act. Hey,
that baby,
take it
that
easy.
Baby boy. Oh, he's a good
baby
boy.
Baby blue eye. I don't know.
That's my George Kennedy impersonation. It's bad.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Okay.
Carry on, then.
Okay. Reference did not land at first, but now landed. Got it. I don't know. This was, it's just not something that I would tell my friends to go watch or need to, right? You're not studying this one in film school, but I didn't dislike it. Yeah. I wasn't bored per se. I just, it's Newman. That's all you're watching. You're watching Newman.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I could have been pouring a salad dressing while I was watching it, then it would have come full circle. But that's about it. So anyone else? Someone else go.
John, are you similar? What do you think?
I feel like there were a couple things in this movie seemed overly theatrical, like what we've seen in some of the older movies before, where it felt like it would have worked better if I was watching from like 20 feet away. The acting just seems a little over the top, especially the guy that won the Academy Award, the best friend. What's
George
his name?
Kennedy.
Kennedy, yeah. It just seems very dramatic and sort of overly done with these like camera zoom ins. And so I that just seemed a little strange, but that might be more kind of the way films were made early on. A lot of camera zoom ins. I mean, this film seemed very proud of itself, sort of like, look at that, huh? You see that? You see what we're doing
Hey, you
here?
see how I zoomed in there, guy?
Yeah.
Eh?
You see that? Yeah. That's significance, what that is. You want to pay attention right now, I'm telling you. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, so that sort of seemed a little annoying. But I mean, some of the dialogue is great. These things that like, like the, taking it off, boss, take it off.
Yeah,
whatever.
take it off, dude.
I mean,
go ahead. Yeah.
The what we have is a failure to communicate line. The guy with the sunglasses sort of thing. But again, it was like, it seemed so, you see that? He's got his sunglasses. This is portentous. Look at this. Look, he's a killer. He's gonna kill somebody. Just.
He kills birds and turtles, and then sometimes
and
humans.
look at him. He's got no eyes. Do you see that? I don't know if you saw that. Here, look this way. See it? See,
look at the
eyes.
reflection. What do you see in the reflection?
Prisoners. And what do you see out of the reflection? More prisoners. All right.
Hey, this guy's cool.
Yeah, so there were some interesting directions it went, I guess. I mean, I would have liked to understand more about him before he got there, like why he was bothering to corkscrew off all the parking meters.
That's a good point, John.
What
they didn't really
into that.
explain why he was so fucking bent out of shape that he was doing that, right?
Yeah, it never at all. He just, I guess he just got back from the war and didn't fit in, so he decided to destroy parking meters. But I think that might have helped a little, I guess. I don't know.
Helped what?
Just to help understand his character.
Character development.
Did it? You're ending those statements with a question mark.
No, it
I
would
don't
have.
know.
It would have. Maybe.
I guess I could have. It would have been nice. I would have liked to have known. I would have liked to have known more. I mean, he had the one conversation with his mom, but it didn't really seem to go anywhere.
That was weird.
Other than just that his mom liked him better than the other brother, was that
the other brother standing there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I've always liked more than that
brother?
asshole driving the car.
Wait, what? That was his other brother?
Who was it if it wasn't?
I assumed it was.
I assumed it was too, but I had a question
You're
about that.
screwed if your
I
brother's
didn't know
Paul
that.
Newman. You're like, my brother's
Yeah.
Paul Newman. I am dirt.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at those eyes. Look at that smirk.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing. He just look at him, and I got nothing. Yeah, that would be you'd be losing no matter what you did. So I thought one interesting kind of twist was how the admiration of the fellow prisoners sort of was a weight on him. There's like some scenes around that I thought that was kind of an interesting angle on the sort of like savior hero boy guy. Like he sort of like felt a weight of it. But that wasn't really explored too much. I don't know. He then got broken shortly after anyway, or supposedly before he had the third escape. That was kind of interesting. I was like, I didn't see that coming. But then, and then he dies. You sort of have that sense he's going to die. It's not like, when he dies smiling. And then you have the little happy trails montage.
Oh my God. Worst part of the fucking movie. Jesus Christ.
Denny hated it. I love it.
It's like,
I was like, are you serious, movie? Are you goddamn serious? You're just going to show me this is what this movie's about. It's about men who fall in love with Paul Newman. That's what this movie is about.
Yeah, that's what's weird.
Pretty
That's
much.
kind of, and is it? I don't know. Yeah, so it's sort of. I like the idea. There's this idea of somebody who comes into a group and brings them hope, even though you're not gonna win against the system. All of that stuff is kind of really neat, and it's kind of, I guess it's neat that there's like an A-list actor who's willing to play that part and be the guy that dies, and I don't know, and eat a bunch of eggs.
Yeah. That was weird. The whole egg thing was weird. I don't quite understand that.
Something to do. They're just bored as hell in there. Did this come out before Butch Cassidy?
Butch Cassidy, I think Butch Cassidy was after, but I'm not certain. That's my guess.
It is after.
Yeah.
So he got used to getting killed in the end. So he, that was his thing for a couple of years.
You didn't get to see him get shot in Butch.
Did he get shot in the neck in this one?
I don't know. I assume. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, some of the things are. I mean, that the boss was really hateful, and yet had this sort of high feminine voice, and that was, I thought, interesting. And again, the way the workers interacted on the chain gang. They actually paved a real road for the road paving part, which I thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't know that's how they paved roads.
Oh.
I was sitting there like, that's how they pave roads. I wasn't even watching the movie anymore. I'm like, go back to the truck.
Yeah.
What do they do? They just spray it on? That's all they do?
And was that sawdust?
Yeah,
Sawdust
cover
or
it with
concrete?
dirt.
Hey, what are you covering? Why are you covering it? You don't just let it dry? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you do
Apparently
layers?
They
It's like a
they
layer
did like
cake?
a real mile of road for the county or something ended up for the movie. But the weed whacking was annoying because it didn't seem like they were really doing
weren't
anything or
doing
going
anything.
anywhere. Yeah,
They
The
weren't
first
doing
guy was
anything.
doing something. Everyone else is just throwing weeds around.
Right.
Yeah, it's like weeds to the left, weeds to the right.
I love
Just-
that you guys bring this up because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, what are we watching them do right now? But just sit there and like move their arms. I mean, really,
Yeah,
like nothing's
exactly.
happening here.
Whacking the weeds now, boss. Whacking the weeds now.
Whacking a weed, boss.
weeds,
Whacking a
boss.
weed. Take it out,
He's-
boss. Take it out, boss. Take it out, boss.
Put them on, boss. Put them on
Come
there,
on,
Charlie.
boss. Take a whacking a weed, boss. Oh, that's about it. That's what we gained out of this.
Yeah.
How to do an impression of a chain gang to their boss.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dan, what do you got?
This movie really annoyed me.
Yay! I love it. We're
This
going
movie
negative. I
starts
love it.
with
Denny
10
going
seconds
negative.
of plot development and then freeze frame on what's his face's smile. And then the first time you see him in the
Wink,
chain
wink.
gang, he's taking his shirt off. And then the movie ends with a fucking montage of his stupid blue eyes and his smiling face. And then the George character being like, oh, his smile. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, I miss his smile. And you're like, what is
that
this
boy.
movie about? What is going on here? There was a couple times where, like, when they were watching the girl wash the car, it went on for so long, and I was like, wait,
Way
is this
too long.
entire movie about this one thing now?
You get to
Right.
see now like where every commercial came from. It's from this movie, right? They're like,
Yeah.
oh, we should do that. Like, put her breasts
Yeah.
against the window. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean-
it's stupid.
yeah.
Stupid.
A lot of the scenes went on for like way too long. When he was
Hmm.
getting punched and fell down, like that took forever, and it was just the same thing
Yeah.
over and over again.
Why do you keep getting up? Like, just give up.
3 days to shoot that. Apparently, 3
Yeah.
days. of
Wait,
him
what?
falling
None of
down.
the shots looked like that he was actually getting punched. Like,
Yeah.
That's interesting. That might be the most interesting part of this movie.
yeah.
It took 3 days to shoot a punching scene. Tight.
I thought this movie was gross. There was so much sweat, and everyone's just like touching each other. They're like rubbing each other's bellies and shit. I'm like, stop it.
Just like simply gross. Like, just like,
Yeah.
oh my God, they look disgusting. What's going on here? Well,
Yeah.
it's probably really hot. They were just
And then
actually
they
sweating.
spend all day and they get covered in hay and it sticks to their backs and they roll around in the dirt and it sticks to their skin. And then they go back and they just like lay down in the bed and they're sweating in the bed.
Well,
and
hey, that's
Oh,
at least
God.
they're giving you that uncomfortable sense of what it was kind of like to be in that chain gang. I mean,
in an
that's
unfun
always
way. In a,
I don't
like
know when
you're
it's ever
actually in
fun.
prison way. You know?
Hey, well, maybe this movie was accomplishing something, Danny. It was giving you the experience, you know?
I don't know. I like to be entertained by my movies.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, but we've had well done movies showing like we've had 12 Years a Slave and other movies showing really hardship and bad conditions, right?
Yeah, but those movies, like you said, John, aren't as overly dramatic as this, and you can actually
Fair
believe
enough.
they could happen. And this seems like a bunch of skits, like overly long, unfunny skits mashed together, one after the other, with no real point until like he gets in trouble.
Did they improv a lot?
Apparently, they were out of control. They had a assistant director, and he was trying to wrangle them. There's like a famous quote where he said, like to the real like the main director, the assistant director said, "I can't get them to line up or do anything." And he's like, "That's fine." The director said, "That's fine. They're supposed to be prisoners. Let's just see what happens." Like, okay.
Can you
So-
imagine being that out of control with your work that you're like, nah, that's cool. They're big egos. We can't do anything. Let them run.
Yeah.
And that's the best you got.
Yeah.
Fuck that. No wonder why the movie came out like shit. No one was in control.
This is a really a generally well respected film, though. So
Let's try to
again-
figure out why. Because
I don't know if I feel like deep
understand.
dive in that. I don't really care. I honestly don't give a shit. This movie
know what
just
another
wasn't
thing-
great.
I thought a lot about why I didn't like this. And the thing is, too, like if you compare it to a movie like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, where a lot of the smaller characters are easily distinguishable and they have their own little personalities.
Mhm.
If you listen to people talk about this movie, they praise how all of the different characters have their own personality and how they're all amazing actors. I watched this movie and I only think like there's only two characters in this movie. I can't recognize,
Yeah.
like you can't pick out any of the other people.
No,
are prisoners.
it's just Dragline and Paul. I mean, that's it. Yeah,
I agree.
But then, like, if you I watched. I lied last time. We had more time to do this episode, so I did watch half the commentary. Don't watch the commentary; it's terrible.
Oh, who did the commentary?
Some historian that wrote a book about Paul Newman.
So go on and on about the eyes and the smile.
Hey.
He did. That's the first thing he mentioned when Paul Newman. He's like, "Look at those eyes," and I'm like, God damn it, God damn it!
Just look at him.
Yeah,
Just
those
look
dreamy
at
eyes.
And he's a good-looking dude. I'm not going to deny that.
He's a great-looking dude. Come on.
Yeah, he's very charming too. He's very charismatic.
He's not a good actor though. He doesn't do anything.
He just looks good. He's pretty.
Yeah.
Look at the pretty bird.
I really liked him in Butch Cassidy. I really.
He was the exact same.
We know that he can ride a bike without hands. Come on, that's
he had
big.
more interesting things to say in that movie, at least, though. But yeah,
that movie made me laugh a little more. This one didn't make me laugh at all.
Well, because Redford was holding it down for us.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
It was a great. No, it was a great. You're exactly right, TC. I think it was a great contrast in that movie between the two of them. You have like the smiley, charming man, and then you have just sort of the out of control, sort of grumpy guy, and it was a really good combo in that movie. But yeah,
right.
And did you guys find the George Kennedy character super annoying?
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I just did more of that. He was just, I felt like he was like acting like a stage actor, just that it was, everything was like very exaggerated.
Yeah, what was his act? Like, just like dumb Southern like person or what?
It seemed fake.
I don't know.
I guess I should be careful about that one too.
Yeah, well, no, to me, it just seemed like over accentuated. Yeah. It was just like everything.
That's not
was,
being careful, TC.
That's worse.
No.
That's worse.
That was that was the wrong direction.
Hey,
TC.
so that's not toning it down. That's being worse.
That's
right. All right, copy that.
Good job.
Noted.
Good job. Keep it up.
Anyway.
Good job.
I don't know what his accent was because I was trying to place the same thing. I couldn't place like what was it, like a Southern drawl, or was it like a, I don't know, like a Louisiana kind of mix or what?
Yeah, and I didn't like it either how the plot was based around Paul Newman. Like, as soon as, even when they arrive there, they're all being mean to everybody except for Paul Newman. And it's only because of how he looks. That's the only reason why they would treat him differently. Like, George Kennedy character is like making fun of one of the guys. And then Paul Newman is like, hey, come play cards with me, man. I want to be your friend. You're the cool one. I know it.
You look like the cool kid in
school.
school.
Kennedy was like taking him on. I mean, that's why they have the whole fight scene and everything until he wins them over with his persistence.
Well, no, the very first scene, he invites him to play cards.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
And he like makes fun of the other guy.
Because he's not cool.
Yeah. He's not cool enough.
Right. If they could get girls, he's the one that's going to get the girl. That's what they're thinking. Right.
Prison girls,
like Dragline becomes like fawning over him, which I also didn't really like either. It's just like he's like, so I just love this guy now, and it's a little. He loses his own character in that too, or where at least before that happens, he's more of the leader there and more interesting in that way. And then now he's just like, I don't know, it just becomes very one dimensional.
And you wonder though,
and
if
all
it's
about him.
You wonder too if like some of that isn't just real life situation, right? Like all these actors that are not really big are acting with Newman. They're on set with Newman. So like they're told like you should be like really, you should like this guy. But they're like, we already do. He's fucking Paul Newman. Are you kidding me? We're on set with Paul Newman. You're out of your mind if I don't love this guy already. We love him. Look at him. He's great. And it just exacerbated itself, right? Because they're like, they're in the presence of a celebrity while they're on the set.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Just blinded.
Just blinded by his blue eyes and his perfect smile.
The cinematographer,
oh my God, I'm jealous.
The cinematographer was getting in trouble. The way he was filming Newman, he would send like little snippets to the studio. They're like, "You're not filming him correctly. You're not showing his eyes enough. Redo it and get his eyes in there." Yeah, they had requirements on how to film him.
Shoot me! Can you imagine that's your life? Like you're listening to these assholes in a fucking office space, being like, "I don't know, I don't see his eyes enough. Redo it." And you have to redo your whole shit. I mean, you get paid. But still, like, your ego's got to be bruised a bit. Like, what do you mean? The frame was perfect. Did you not see the the actual,
see his
like,
eyes.
The depth perception, the depth of field was amazing. What's wrong with you people? It's like, bro, his eyes weren't looking at you. Okay. Like, that's your whole deal. Like, everything your whole craft, everything you've developed is just, you didn't get his eyes. Like, that's got to be awful.
Yeah.
Screw the
I guess
suits.
I'm useless. I don't know why they hired me. Anybody can shoot eyes. You just have to be like, hey, Paul, look over here. See this?
Hey, Bub, like a little cat.
Here.
Like yeah. Look this way. Come on, Bub.
Man, I didn't know the writer for this also wrote Dog Day Afternoon.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, like the screenwriter that gussied it up or the author that wrote the book?
No, the author that wrote the book, the screenplay.
Oh, the
guy who wrote
screenplay
the
guy.
Screenplay. Yeah.
So the screenplay guy didn't actually write the screenplay. He redid it because...
Oh, did he?
Yeah, the guy, Don Pierce, was hired. He'd never done a screenplay, but he wrote the book, and he was hired to write the screenplay. And it wasn't very good because he's never done it before. So they hired, apparently, that guy who did Dog Day Afternoon to, like, redo it. So
come in and fix it up?
Yeah. So it was an actual screenplay. Because I can't imagine, like, you write a book, because you know how books write, and you're like, write a screenplay. You're like, how long is this screenplay? I don't know. What format is it? Do you use quotation marks? I don't know how to do it. You know, I think that's what happened.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Interesting. Great factoid.
What did you guys think about the morals of this movie? I could understand that the entire point was like, fuck the system, fuck guards and stuff. But
it didn't even really do that.
They I don't know. I mean, you were supposed to be on Paul Newman's side, right?
Sure, yeah.
What he did was stupid, and then he runs and
which
is an asshole.
Also stupid.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. I wasn't on his side at all the entire movie. I was like, stop fucking around, dude. Just like,
yeah, I mean,
and that little thing where he's like, you had 2 years left. That's all you had left. Like, why not just get out of it? It's like it's self-sabotage. Right. It's stupid.
He's there for a year, right? He didn't have.
Is it even a year? They don't really say.
Well, some reason, even I was under the impression it wasn't very long.
Yeah, I thought it was like a couple of weeks. I don't know.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
I assumed it was a long time.
Well, so one thing I thought when he ran, like I thought it was implied that he wanted to go to his mother's funeral. And that's why they put him in the box, because they were thinking they were trying to dissuade him from wanting to go to his mother's funeral.
Well, not
that's
him
why
specifically,
ran.
But apparently that happened a lot to prisoners.
Oh, okay.
Is what the guy said to him.
So I don't know if that's kind of why he was running. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I agree. It's just sort of that's why maybe some backstory could have been helpful, like just to understand his character more might have then helped us get on his side a little more, because we don't really understand anything about him except that he's tenacious. That's about all we got. He's persistent, doesn't want to back down, sort of thing.
But he doesn't know what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So what is he persistent with?
Yeah. Well, no, in terms of just like doing what he says, he's taking on a challenge or taking on a dare. Like
I'm going to eat a bunch of eggs, guys.
I
check
got
out
the eggs down. I got them.
Or
don't worry, guys. I got it.
Bluffing at cards. I don't know. And in a way, it's like, I mean, you could argue too, like if this was a woman's role, it could even be more heavily criticized, because is it all just because he's pretty? I mean,
yeah. Answer is yes, John. Answer is yes.
Duh.
Right. So it's like that's.
Have you been to Hollywood?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Eggs. How many eggs could you guys eat?
Probably 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'd go with that. Yeah.
In a contest, though? In a contest.
No. I'm not doing the contest. I'm 90. I'm not doing that. What are you talking? I'm not doing that. I'd be sitting there like, fuck you. I'm not doing that. You're out of your mind. You swallow 50 eggs. That would be the argument. Yeah.
What if someone was like, hey, if you eat 20 eggs in an hour, I'll give you $150.
I'd be like, here's $150. Leave me the fuck alone. All right.
I would definitely try. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems entertaining. I watched it. You know what the world record is for egg eating?
No, what is it?
Oh, no.
Take a guess.
Well, I know, didn't they, in an episode of Jackass, they did 50.
No, the guy was vomiting the entire time.
Oh,
he would eat one egg and then barf on Preston like over and over again.
Really? Okay, so it didn't work. Let's say 30. I don't know.
30 in an hour?
Oh, I have no idea.
No.
It's a number and a time.
It's a number and a time.
So a number in the hour?
Well, a number and a time. It doesn't have to be an hour.
I'm going
if that's your
14
guess.
In an hour.
14 in an hour?
I'm going to go 25.
You guys are bad at this.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I'm not an egg eating expert.
141 in 8 minutes.
Wait. What? What?
There's video footage of it on the internet. It's crazy.
What are they, like beer bonging them or something? Like
they're just one at a time. In the fist, bwomp. In the fist, bwomp.
No
in the fist,
gag
bwomp.
reflex, just all the way down.
Yep. There's actually 4 people doing it. The guy who won, his name is Joey Chestnut. He's apparently like, he has a bunch of records.
Hold on.
Joey Chestnut.
All right. This is your boy. Hey,
from the docks.
Joey Chestnut from the docks.
Hey, Joey.
That's right. Hey, I go out tuna in the evening. I suck down the eggs in the morning. What do you want me to do? I'm Joey Chestnut over here. Can you imagine that guy? That's your boy. That's your friend. That's the person you grew up with. Imagine that. Yeah, my buddy Joey Chestnut over here. Oh, he did 100 something in 8 minutes, dude. You got to see it.
He did those crazy things in the lunchroom, man.
Yeah.
But, we always thought we didn't know he'd get get somewhere with that, you know?
My friend Joey can eat
Weird,
12
man.
eggs before breathing.
Oh, I'm telling you, dude. You know, some people panhandling money. He's panhandling eggs. You know, he needs 108 in 8 minutes. Can you imagine how it take all day? Joey Chestnut, folks. He'll be here all week.
You should look up the video, though. It's like not as disgusting as you think it would be.
Well, you know what? If this
It's
movie
just like
needed
more
to
mechanical,
exist,
where he's just like womp, womp,
you're
womp.
like, wow, doesn't look. They make it look not hard. Even
This
though,
movie did
I
a
would
great
get the 10
job.
eggs and I'd be like, look at
And he's probably like a skinny dude, right? He's probably not like
Nah,
a big.
that guy's
you think he'd be a
huge.
big heavy
I'm
dude.
thinking
None of
he's
them are
huge.
fat, but he's tall, but he's not really. I mean, he's not skinny. But
True,
he's not
I guess
fat.
like it's not the hot dog eating contest, right? Like it's eggs. Like it's pretty. It's
Oh,
hard.
dude, have you seen the champion of the hot dog eating contest?
Why skinny?
It's very skinny. It's like a very short, a girl, and she's very skinny, and she just kills everybody at eating hot dogs.
I just don't understand why you would even bother with any of this.
Okay, I mean, it's a good
So,
question.
Hey, it's
I don't
For the
know.
fame. For the fame.
yeah. In some ways, you can make the argument about any sport, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Just if there's competition there and you can be good at it,
because at least
and people
sport,
will watch you.
you exercise. Like there's health benefits from running, right?
That's an ab workout, man.
There's not a health benefit from expanding your stomach
No,
so
no,
large
there's-
that you know.
There's got to be some bad after effects. Of
Oh,
that
yeah,
sort of
dude.
thing,
141 eggs, you're not digesting those at all.
Oh God, no!
Yeah.
You're finishing the contest. You're going behind the building and you're throwing it all up. And then as you're doing, it, you're throwing up, going, "I'm Joey Chestnut! Oh, I'm Joey Chestnut!" And you're just screaming.
You did it,
yeah,
Joey,
you did
you
it,
did
kid! You did it! I'm Joey Chestnut.
Do you think
Sucking
it
them
comes
down.
out? Do you think they come out like a broken batting machine?
All over the place, all over the
Yeah.
building. Building's covered. New mural. We got fucking 108 eggs over here, just covering the fucking thing.
Oh man.
Oh,
The
man.
pressure has to be pretty astounding behind each egg, I would think. Because you have 140 eggs behind it, just like shoving it out as hard as possible.
God, you know what? I'd rather just be Baby Blue Eyes, or whatever
Yeah.
his name is. And
Yeah.
Well,
like, look
yeah,
at my
yeah.
eyes. I don't need eggs. How many? Do you know if there's a stat that says how many he ate during the
So
film?
it depends on what you listen to and who you listen to. There's nothing definite because everyone, like some people you can tell, love being in this movie. Like George Kennedy loved being in this movie.
Well, sure.
So he just exaggerates a lot of stuff, and it's kind of annoying. So he said that he ate 12 eggs on set. The producer said he didn't eat any eggs, so 0.
Oh,
someone
so it's
said
like
he
put
ate
him in his
8
mouth
eggs.
and that was it, and then they cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a good job. It looked like he was eating it, and his stomach, when it was all puffed out, looked pretty real.
Yeah, it was. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy
No,
that.
I didn't like it
segment.
either.
Nah, me either.
It was fucking
But-
disgusting.
No, it was gross.
Yeah.
They were dragging him around. He wasn't even walking, and they were shoving eggs into
Yeah.
his mouth. They're like, stop
Yeah,
it.
like hold him up with his shoulders. Like, come on, bub, you
Yeah.
can do it. Yeah.
That's
Another
it.
egg.
That sequence went on. Well, a number of sequences. This was yet another one that went on forever.
Yeah.
And went on forever. Oh, he's gonna go throw up. No, he's gonna get the water. He's going.
What's only on
back
egg
to-
85? God
I
damn.
know.
Or
I
whatever,
know.
35?
No, it was like 35. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
early on in the egg saga that he went to get the drink of water.
Yeah, usually in like Rocky, they do the montage of like you go through all the rounds and then you stop at round 15 because that's when the good stuff
Right.
happens. This one is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
egg 28, egg 29,
Egg
egg 30,
egg
You're like,
33.
no,
You're like,
go to
wait,
45.
No,
Go to
guys,
45
skip.
now.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, skip. You skip that.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Oh, man.
Right.
So many of the scenes were just like, this is one of the more famous scenes. You're like, because
What?
idiots watched it and then also tried to do it. Is that the
Yeah,
reason
right.
why?
The Jackass 101.
Yeah,
right
pretty
there.
much.
Yeah.
Watching it, I didn't think that what we have here is a failure to communicate line stood out at all in the movie.
Uh,
Did either of you think it stood out? Did you think it was good?
Didn't really care.
It was
Yeah.
it was okay. I mean, I kind of like that was sort of the climactic line for Paul before he gets shot in the window. That was it's hard to disentangle that now because I've heard that line before.
Oh, really?
So now, yeah. Haven't you've heard it? Haven't you heard it a lot? It's often quoted.
I mean, it doesn't sound very much like a quote from a movie. It's just like a regular thing you might say.
Yeah, but before this movie, I don't think it was.
Interesting.
Really?
It's yeah.
That's weird. And there's not like a real voice you say it in, like the "I'll be back." Like that's a regular phrase. But if you say in Arnold's voice, then you're good.
Right. You don't go, what we have here is however he said it. Yeah, he just
I'll take that. I mean, that was close for me.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah, it's good. Solid. Solid.
Solid.
as long as you obey the rules. Yep. You said he was hateful, right, John?
I thought so. I thought he was a pretty.
He was like, "Hey,
character.
you guys are all guilty. This is a prison. You have a lot of freedom because you're not in a cage.
Right.
Don't run.
They had beer,
and you'll be
for
fine.
Christ's sake. Oh, they had beer. They didn't have to do shit except
They get
sit
to play
around and do
cards.
nothing. I know.
Yeah.
You
That ain't
put
jail.
To work though.
What jail? Well, that's true. They got
put
the
to
they
hard
got the
labor
work.
every day out. In
And that
this
makes you
hot
feel
sun.
good. You know, you're exercising. You're healthy.
But they killed people. They stole things. They, vandalized. They deserve it. Like, that's the punishment.
Yeah.
They knew it. That
But,
was coming
but
if they got
they
caught.
also would they'd throw people in the box for no reason.
That was brutal. The
wouldn't-
box
I mean,
thing. That like you couldn't even sit. You had to.
And he would do it in a way like he's doing everybody a favor, and that was kind of a sinister sort of thing. Like he's taking good care of his.
Oh, but he's
boys,
still in
and
control. You want them to
sometimes
know
you gotta
that.
throw
yeah.
him in the box.
Yeah, sometimes you got to make them uncomfortable for a night.
Yeah. So I don't know.
to keep everyone in fear. You don't want to be in the
Yeah,
box.
no. I thought he came off as somebody who had really enjoyed his power and enjoyed having this kind
it doesn't
of leverage.
everybody that's in power and shit.
Yeah.
I honestly came off the other way, John. I thought he was
really?
I thought he was good at his job, but he didn't necessarily get off on it, which made me think that he was kind of a good warden because
I didn't
he
get-
was good at.
I assumed the opposite, but maybe I need to take a second look. Maybe the poor
No,
guy
maybe
went
you
home
just
and cried
hate
every
authority,
night.
just like I do, and that guy's an asshole.
Yeah,
Fuck
there's
him.
that.
Like he would never smile when he beat people. He would always just be like, it's like you guys are just not listening to me. Just
Well, you
listen
could
to
just
me."
not beat people too. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, but they let each other punch each other. I don't know. It's a weird prison
Yeah,
thing they have
but
going
yeah,
on.
It's a
poor
weird
Paul
prison,
did-
and there's a lot of like homoerotic things going on, and that's pretty
Yeah.
much what it is.
Hey, Paul, what you got? A sweaty belly? Let me get in there. Let
Ooh,
me get in there.
sweaty belly.
Belly rubs.
Oh, eat the
Yeah.
egg, eat the egg, eat
Gonna
the
have to
egg.
stretch
Oh.
that belly out.
Oh,
Come
eat the
by my
egg, eat
bunk
the
later,
egg.
Paul. I'll stretch it out.
Yeah,
John's
that's a
being
weird
quiet.
shit. Yeah, because he's weirded out just like everybody else is.
Sorry, John.
That's okay.
Let's see. Oh, those are all the broad topics.
There's more.
I have.
We
Oh,
got
wait.
narrow ones.
If you listen longer, there's more.
There's more. There's always more. You guys love it.
It never ends.
What do you guys think of the camera work in this movie?
Uh,
Oh, I already talked about it. A lot of zoom ins.
Yeah, but were there any good parts, or was it all bad for you?
I would like to say that there was good scenery parts, but some reason I can't really remember that happening.
There was one good shot, I thought, and I don't know how they did it because there were no drones back then. It was probably a helicopter shot. And on a side note, I think a quarter of this movie is people whacking the weeds, but there was another shot where
Yeah, that's all I
That's
think of.
true.
I try to think of the cinematography. I think of weed whacking.
we should
Yeah.
throw this one up on the website as the whacking the weeds. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? That's Cool Hand Luke. You never seen it? They just whack weeds the whole movie.
Yeah.
those things are called yo-yos.
Yo-yos? Why?
Yo-yo the weeds. I don't know. It's like I don't know.
Is you go back and forth, kind of like going up and down,
I
but not the
guess.
same? I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's a stretch.
Yeah. There was a
Okay.
cool shot, though, when they were whacking the weeds during Magic Hour and the camera kind of went up into the sky. Remember that one?
Not really.
Nope. And then there was a shot, too, with a guy that didn't talk, the man with no eyes. It was a head-on shot, and you could see the reflection in his sunglasses, and the camera wasn't there or anything.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. What'd they do? How'd they do that? You got any info?
I don't know. No,
Oh,
but
wow.
it had to have been a composite, right? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
double it in
I
there.
had wondered that too because I had seen them like, how are they doing that back then? Turns out Newman's eyes are so reflective. That's all they needed. They just put him right
Yeah.
up front. That was it. He's got like a shiny glass.
Is that what the end of the movie was, by the way? When it zoomed in, like, and then it had like a cockeyed, uncentered, badly rendered image of his face? Remember that?
Hey, you can't
Yeah.
get a bad image of his face. It's so
Dude,
pretty.
They tried and they succeeded, I think, at the end of this one.
Well, I don't know what they were doing there.
Do you remember that shot? It like
Yeah.
it was
They
a
just
smile
wanted
montage.
one more, more
Right.
shot of his beauty.
Well, it's sort of, I don't know, maybe it's coming distorted because he's dead now. I don't know what the hell they were trying to do.
What would you do in the box? How would you survive a night in the box?
There's not much to do in
I'd
the
probably
box.
cry.
Oh.
Would you stand? Would you try to stand the entire time? or would you try
What
to
else would
sit?
you do? Yeah, I mean, Newman had it right. He had his legs up the wall. What are you going to do?
Yeah. You just got to kind of squat down in there and sort of like fold yourself. That's what you got to do. And then probably you got to stand after a while. And what would you do?
What would you
Danny,
do?
You have some strategies?
Yeah, you
have
got
some thoughts
you got
there?
an idea here, pal?
Just to keep moving, probably. I'd try to be in one position until it was uncomfortable, and then see what else.
Just like walk like a penguin back and forth. Turn around. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
yeah, you could just like hit your head on the wall until you passed out. Maybe that would be good.
Yeah.
I wonder what
Ooh.
Joey Chestnut would do.
I'm gonna
know.
eat the pot.
I'm gonna eat it. I can do it. I know I can do it. I'm going to eat the wood. I'm going to eat the fence. I'm going to eat everything. I'm Joey Chestnut. I want to meet Joey Chestnut now. I'm looking at his ugly mug right now. Love it.
Does he look like he could eat 141 eggs?
Who looks like he can eat 100-something eggs? Nobody. Weird. It's a weird skill.
I would say Humpty Dumpty looks like he could eat a bunch of eggs.
Yeah, but he's not real. So,
got me there.
Yeah. Joey Chestnut's a hot dog title champ too. Not just eggs.
Really?
He's not eggs. He's all over. You know, he does everything. He's multifaceted.
Seems like a nice
He's
guy.
a major league eater. I mean, come on. You can't make it up. He's MLE.
Is that it? Eggs and hot dogs, though?
Probably. Hey, dude, you do hamburgers? Just screaming, like heckling him at the thing while he's eating hot dogs. Bro, you do hamburgers? Anyways, all right, I'm on a tangent. Sorry.
Wow, he ate 72 hot dogs to win. Oh God, that was one.
Is there like an
championship
Iron Man of
Joey
food
won.
eating where they start with the dogs, they go to the eggs, and then they finish with like the fucking steaks?
He ate 70 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ!
That
I can't
includes the
even
bun,
eat.
too?
I can't even eat 3 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
I don't think so. I don't think it's bun.
I could eat
think it's
3 hot dogs in 10 minutes. That'd be easy. 3?
With bun?
Yeah, with bun.
No. I guess I've eaten 4 hot dog Annies. Lester.
No.
Lester. I've had
Lester?
4, but it wasn't in 10 minutes.
you know
it was
what?
in 20
You
or 30.
get- when you win, you get the mustard belt.
Ooh, does it have mustard on the belt? Like you get to go home with mustard or what?
No, that's just called the mustard
Ah,
belt.
what a
Does it
waste of
dispense mustard on command?
That's what I'm saying.
No, because it's golden yellow, like mustard is sort of yellow.
Anyway,
I
back
don't
to
know.
Cool Hand Luke.
Back to Cool Hand Luke. I actually had a lot of notes on this movie.
Why?
That was a lot of time to
It was
write.
long as hell.
I feel
Yeah.
like I owe notes after this movie. I didn't write any. So much so that I owe. I don't know, man. Why would you have notes on this movie? What was
I always have
what was
notes. What are you
worth
talking
taking
about?
notes for on this one?
Read the notes here, boss. Read the notes.
Read
here,
the
boss.
notes here, boss.
Yeah.
Read the notes
Read
here,
the notes
boss.
there, Denny.
Oh,
Read the
notes
notes,
here,
Denny.
boss.
Go ahead, Denny.
Crossing off this note here, boss.
Crossing out, Denny.
Cross out a note there, man.
How many of these guys do you think suffered from sunburns?
Oh, gotta be a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
How are
no
they not
way.
peeling?
Because I mean, there's no way the sunblock would work. Even like, because I go to the beach here where the UV index is all the way up, and you put on 30, and you're out for a half an hour, you still get a little burn.
Yeah.
Like those guys were doing take after take after take in that sun. They were what are they, weed whacking, but not really weed whacking for hours. It seemed like.
Yeah. Apparently, a lot of the outdoor shots were done in like really cold weather,
Really?
which is strange because it looked really hot.
Yeah,
Oh,
sweating.
apparently, you have to eat it with bun.
Oh, you got to.
Yeah, you dip the bun in the water. That's how you do it.
John's been silent for like 10
Yeah.
minutes. He's been researching Joey Chestnut over here, folks.
Hey, hey, it's an interesting world of
Hey
competitive
guys,
eating.
hey, I don't mean to interject here, but apparently it's with bun. All right. Back
You
to
see the pros
yeah.
do it, John?
Yeah.
You dip the bun
No.
in a bucket of water or a bowl of water to get it nice and slippery, and then you just slide it down.
Well, that seems
God.
illegal.
No, totally part of the rules. You get a bowl of water.
Why should be allowed a bowl of water?
Why
That doesn't
not?
make
As
any
long as
sense.
you're putting it in your stomach, that's all that matters.
I see.
If you had a machine
maybe-
that would just like throw hot dogs at you,
yeah.
that'd work.
Why don't you just get a blender then and just make a nice, put 70 of them in there all at once and then just chug that down?
Fucking hot dog shake.
That's a
Come on. Jesus.
That's a good point, John. Maybe you need the structural integrity of a solid hot dog to keep all the other hot dogs in your stomach. If
No.
it was all liquid,
Your
it might
name
come out easy.
has to be Joey, and the last name has to be Chestnut.
Joey, what you doing with that blender?
Yeah.
You gotta, I don't know, can he bring a ninja up here? I don't
Yeah,
bring
hey,
a ninja blender
Chestnut,
up
you
there.
blending or are you going whole? What are you doing? He's going
Hot
whole.
dog eating contest belly. I bet you can see the hot dog outlines in their stomachs
there
after
like-
they're done.
Is there like a beer belly for hot dog eaters?
Oh no! Holy crap!
Yeah.
Tell me you can see them.
Yeah, you can see them.
Oh, God, I'm looking it up right
disgusting.
now. I'm looking up. Everybody look this up at home. Look it up.
Go up there and just like thump them after
Hot
the
dog
contest.
belly.
Oh, toot.
After
Why
contest.
is Joey Chestnut's middle name Jaws?
Joey the Jaws Chestnut? Wow, what a fucking name. Did he come up with that in high school, or did he just,
He might, maybe he gave that to
Oh,
himself. Or maybe
man.
that's just like his call sign.
Did he
These
ri-
people are good at eating food.
He
They
wrote
look pregnant.
himself into the ballot. He's like running for governor of a state. Like, what's your name? Where you from? I'm Joey the Jaws Chestnut. I can do 100 fucking dogs. I can do 20,000 eggs. I need to be a governor. Vote for Governor Joey C. Oh man.
What a world, dude. What a weird world these people live in.
Oh God, I'm looking at it right now. Oh, that's terrible. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh
They all look pregnant with hot dogs.
It reminds me of that like meme with the dudes that are holding their beer bellies as if it was babies. You seen that one? That's funny.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
it looks like that, but way more scary. It looks like they're about to burst.
They're
with hot
about
dogs.
to blow up.
It's not good.
Are they happy about this? I know the Nathan's fucking dude is happy about this, but Jesus, this looks like really unhealthy.
Yeah. So enough about the hot dogs. How the hell do all these prisoners have enough money to gamble with?
Yeah, who's sending them the money?
Are you allowed to have money?
Do they get paid for the?
Maybe they're paid a wage for doing the
weed
labor.
whacking.
No, it's free. I looked up chain gangs. Chain gangs are free because it's like it was a way to continue slavery. Really.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yes, they're not getting paid. So who's giving them money?
Yeah, and are they allowed to like walk in there with money? And if you run out of money,
I mean,
you just never have money.
I guess having money is irrelevant for prison, right? Like a rich person goes to prison, they can get their canteen solid.
But they have to pay the chef for the eggs, you know?
Well, I feel like for the bit, the chef's hooking them up. I wondered about that too.
No, they gave him cash. You could see him handing cash
then this
over.
is weird. I don't know how they get all this money.
Yeah,
Makes
I don't
no
know how
sense.
prison works, so maybe it's just they let you have money in prison. I don't know.
Well, they do let you have money in prison, but you'd have to have someone giving you the money if you're not making any, right?
It's like an allowance.
You know what I'm saying? Like you'd have to have someone on the outside helping you out with money. So that would be the only way they could get it because they're not making any money. So where would it come from?
I don't understand why everyone got mad at Baby Blue Eyes when they did. When they he ripped up his picture, someone flicked a cigarette at him. I didn't understand that at all.
Oh, they're trying to make the point like that he broke and they thought he would never break, and so he let them down. I know. I'm just saying. I think that's what they were going for. Sort of was just how fickle their love of him was. I don't know, but that how quickly they would turn on him. But then they sort of came around a little and ate his food for him. They had the rice eating scene.
Yeah, that was weird, dude. So that whole scene where he was digging the hole and filling it back up. That was highly unpleasant,
up, man. Yeah, that was fucked up. Like the idea that you'd be digging your own grave and then find out it's not your grave, but then have to dig it again and find out it's not, dig it again.
Yeah,
no blue eyes can save you from that.
I'd rather be in the box than do that crap.
That's true, right? Like, at what point though would you just get? That's what I didn't understand him. It's the same thing with the fight. Like, there was a development for the character that he never gives up, right? But what's the point of him not giving up long term? Like, it doesn't help him or hurt him. Really, it's irrelevant,
and it does break him.
And it breaks him, but even breaking him, it didn't break him because he still left. He still tried to escape again.
Yeah,
after he was broken, quote unquote. So I don't really know. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a loose plot hole that makes no sense.
Yeah, and it kind of breaks his character, like as a character you want to like or whatever, because you're like, you don't know.
Well, we already hate him. We've already discovered that. We already hate him, so it's fine. Yeah,
you can't hate him, Paul Newman.
That's the whole reason why we hate him.
Any more thoughts? I got a small amount of trivia, guys. Very small amount.
All right,
go for it. No, go for it. Hit it.
I'd say even if you love this movie, don't watch any of the extras. They're painful. Jack Lemmon was apparently. He was supposed to play this character initially, but he ended up producing it instead because they wanted Paul Newman to be in the movie because everybody loves Paul Newman. The guy who wrote the book said that Cool Hand Luke was 1/3 the real guy that was Cool Hand Luke, 1/3 himself when he was in a prison camp, and 1/3 was made up. The part that was the author was the guy that was the working champion. He motivated people to race to get things done fast, and he also ate 50 eggs.
Wow.
Self-proclaimed.
Hey.
The part where they're paving the road, that music. Do you remember the music?
Not no.
I didn't notice it when I watched it, but when they pointed it out during the commentary, it's the Eyewitness News song. It's like you know.
Wait, dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. That really?
Yep.
Oh.
And the guy made it for this movie, and then it was taken from this movie to be used in Eyewitness News. Pretty weird. You can tell if you ever watch this again that's a thing. The commentary guy was bad. He spent the first 15 minutes talking about every other movie that got nominated for all the other Oscars the year this came out, and talked about those movies a lot.
All right.
And the last thing I want to say is that real boxes in their prison, like the real box where this guy went on a chain gang, was 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet.
Jesus Christ!
It was a lot smaller. Yeah.
Wait a
So
minute.
no, you
Is
couldn't
that
even stand up.
You couldn't stand. Yep.
Oh fuck!
Can you even fit in that? God.
No.
Crawl in it. Yeah, and you all balled up all night.
What?
God.
It's gotta be terrible for your back.
Oh no, it'd be terrible for everything. Like your
Yeah.
mental state. I mean, oh my god, that'd be awful.
Yeah.
I'd be shutting the fuck up. Tell you that much, and I'm loud, as we all know, as we
Yeah.
all hear. Yeah, I'd be shutting the hell. I'd be like, nope, sir thing, boss.
And the
Crawling
thing
up
is,
in a hole, boss.
what they used to do too is they used to that gown they made them wear in there when they came back from working. If somebody was in trouble, they would hang the gown on the outside of the box, so everybody was afraid that it might be them, and they let them be afraid the entire time before bed, and then they told them to like. It wasn't just like, oh, you're in trouble, and everyone else is like, whew, not me. Nope, everyone's in fear for a good 4 hours after a hard day of work until one person gets fucked and has to go in the box.
Oof.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
dude? That's torture.
It is
really.
torture.
I mean,
Totally fucked up.
yeah.
And it is weird if you're making a movie about how bad it is to be in prison to lighten that stuff up.
Yeah, and not actually go full gusto and
Yeah.
just explore that it's 3x3x3.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be like watching a movie about some other horrible issue, and then the horrible issue is gussied up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, that's kind of lame actually, and I'm kind of glad I didn't know that it was 3x3x3. But boy, I'll tell you,
That's all I got, guys.
well, that's a good thing.
Yeah. I don't think we need to ask this question, but we're going to do it. TC.
No,
John.
No.
Denny. No. Yay.
yay, get it off the fucking list, you IMDb users. you
Yeah.
God. Anyways,
Bunch of Paul
Bleep,
Newman
bleep.
lovers over here.
bleep 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 bleep. Have a good one.
Oh, guys, I think we got the longest movie ever in the world ever made.
Oh no, come on, don't tell me that.
It's the longest freaking movie ever
What is
made.
it? What is it?
It's the longest movie on the list.
Oh no.
Well, that's a good thing. That means that it's all downhill
It's
from
gonna it's gonna get better. 1939.
Ah, fuck off.
Gone with the Wind.
All right,
have
it's a
any
classic.
of you seen this?
No.
John?
A long time ago, I watched.
You
it.
watched the whole
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
You did. Interesting.
Yeah.
I have not
Remember
seen
Well,
it.
very
don't
little of
say
it.
anymore. We're gonna just watch it and hate or love at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. My expectations
This
are
is
low. I'm expecting
Yeah.
to be very bored by this, but hopefully.
Oh my god, I'm gonna need some augmentation for this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta love the random knowledgeless precursors to a new episode, right? Because we have no idea
Yeah,
what this movie is.
well,
Maybe it's the
there's
best movie
gonna
ever.
I don't know. There's going to be a ton of info on this one. A ton of backstory, though, I bet.
Oh, I bet there's a commentary. It's gonna take me 4 hours to watch that too.
Oh, wow.
Ugh.
Anyway, yeah. That's it.
All right.
Oh
Great.
yeah.
Timmy.
Oh yeah.
Is he asleep?
Yeah, Timmy's in bed.
What was I doing? Mission250filmcast.com, mission250filmcast@gmail.com. Like and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. And thanks for listening. And thanks for watching another one, guys. And we're going to be tested once again next week. Yay!
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be very happy on the next one.
DC, don't use your mulligan, even though.
Oh no! I need
this
to
is-
be a masochist here and just enjoy the pain
Yes.
of watching
Yeah,
something.
This is a classic,
so
too.
awful.
This is a,
Yeah.
again.
It's a famous
All right.
one, yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week, guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Take
All
care,
right.
guys.
Later.